Or is it going down, but the growth is going up? Or is it staying flat? Or is staying flat the new going up? Or does any of this make sense? Well, a new research study says we might be going back to the old world of the new beginning of old normal for growth. You know, slower than before. All that clear? You ready for what's new that you need to lead marketing? Let's roll. Hello everybody, Robert Rose here with the news. It is what's new, but really it's what's important in the world of marketing. And for the best and best practices, you can always head on over to contentmarketinginstitute.com. So over the last 6 months, there has been no shortage of hot takes and research on where advertising and marketing spend would end up in 2023. You had a lot of them saying in December that ad spending the forecast, well, it was cloudy with a chance of recession. You had others saying marketing and ad spend growth was expected to slow even more in 2023, which was a troubling sign for media and tech firms. And you even had others talking about the advertising apocalypse. Yeah, the advertising apocalypse. But while those were fearful headlines, if you read any of those stories buried in about the third or fourth paragraph with something to the effect of, well, digital growth is slowing, and the growth is probably going to resemble pre-pandemic growth, not the astronomical growth of 2021. So, it was all a bit confusing. A new, and I have to say, really rather quite good research study has just been released by the Winterberry Group, and it's entitled Outlook for Advertising, Marketing, and Data 2023. Clouds on the Horizon? Which, when you read it, it sounds a little like, I'm Ron Burgundy? Anyway, in any event, this new research is extraordinarily detailed, and it puts some real clarity on terms of looking back at what happened in 2022 and what may lay ahead in 2023 and beyond. They come to many of the same conclusions that other research has, and to be clear, it's that growth in marketing and advertising spend will be lower in 2023 than it was in 2022, and significantly lower than it was in 2021. In 21, there was a 20.8% growth in U.S. advertising and marketing and spend. I mean, that's huge, 20% growth. Honestly, we're all feeling now the hangover of that drunken binge in 2021. Big tech companies, ad companies, they hired like that post, getting back to consuming things, back to normal, getting out of our house and eating Cheetos was going to be going on forever. It was irresponsible to be sure, but, there you have it. Here we are in 2023 with where we are. But if you look now through, well, might I say, rose-colored glasses, I don't know, see what I did there? See what I did? You'll see 5.9% growth this year in marketing and advertising spend. That's healthier growth than 2019, 2018, and even 2017. So we are back to pre-pandemic and seemingly much more sane, healthy levels of marketing spend. That 5.9% growth means that we'll move from about $480 billion in 2022 to about $508 billion in 2023. The research goes on to look at where that growth may actually go. Where are we going to spend all that dough? Well, the key, inflation. I mean, at least as I see this data anyway, CPMs, that's cost per thousand for those of you who do ad spend or marketing spend for paid media, it's a little bit like a dozen eggs these days. It's crazy expensive. According to the research, Meta, meaning Facebook, CPM have increased 61% year over year. TikTok has increased a monster 185%. I mean, that's huge. It's TikTok, I guess. Google Display Ads, 75% increase, and search cost per click from Google has increased 14%. Additionally, as we also predicted at the end of last year, it looks like 23 is going to be the year of leads. Account-based marketing and B2B demand gen will be both up very significantly this year. And then finally, what I found really interesting and a trend in this research the Winterberry Group found was that in most years, they find that the rate of marketing spending aligns with the growth rate spend on agency services. But the research is forecasting agency spend to exceed the marketing growth rate with a 7.4% run rate. It's a little more than 2%. So what's our take here at CMI? Well, this all points to something that we're seeing a lot of, and that is that marketing is becoming a hyper-complex operation. And finally, businesses are beginning to see this complexity and lean into it rather than shy away from it. They are bringing in extra external help where necessary, but building in the institutional needs to bring complex technology, processes, content creation, and measurement and data to the forefront. That's why I'm bullish for marketing and advertising in 2023. The growth in spend may be down, but it's back to the same levels of where it was. And the emotional, talent, and complex investment into marketing is going in the right direction. You couple that with a recovery or maybe an increase in spend toward the second half of this year, and I think we're going to start to see that all that great talent that's now on the sidelines, having been recently laid off by those drunken tech and ad companies, will start transforming into a hiring spree that are those looking to grow even faster. It's a forecast not for clouds on the horizon, but rather partly sunny, new year. But what do you think? Let's discuss. Where's your market budget going? Content budget going up, down, staying the same? Where are you going? Spending more on paid media, investing in owned media, investing more in talent, technology, data? Where's your market investment headed? Let's talk about it. And for now, well, that's 5 minutes of news that hopefully you can use to lead your marketing strategy. I'm Robert Rose, and remember, as always, it's your story to tell. Tell it well. I'll see you next week.